Hey y'all, it's me. I know I haven't did a video in a minute, but I've been meaning to do like 3-4 different videos. So I had 2 tribulation rapture dreams. And so let me get into it about my the last one that I had. I think now this is like, I don't even know, number 4, number 5 rapture dreams that I've had, or tribulation dreams. So this one is really short. So in this dream, I was with some artists. They were like rappers or something like that, and they were signing a contract, and somebody was giving them out this paper, and they were just signing on the dot, just signing away. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to sign nothing. And I said this in the dream. I said, after what I dealt with these attorneys, man, I don't sign any of that. I'm not signing nothing. You got to read through it. And so I read the document, right? When I was reading the document that were for these artists to sign, and it was given to me too. And I told them, look, no, I'm not signing nothing. After what I went through with these attorneys, and in real life, I know what I went through dealing with my husband's attorneys and stuff. And so when I started reading the document stated that after the rapture, what was going to happen to these artists. And I was reading it, so it let me know while I was reading it that these artists were signing, the simple fact that they're signing knowing that they're not going to make it in the rapture, that they're going to be left behind. And I'm not going to say it was like, it kind of was like instructions, but it was letting them know, okay, and this is what we're going to be doing with you after the rapture. Like, it didn't say in the contract during the tribulation, it was just like after the rapture. So what I got from that dream, and then I woke up from the dream, what I got from that was that y'all signing y'all souls away, and what you sign or what you signing up for, whether it's in your lifestyle, whether it's in even this the evil in the industry or whatever it is, you're gonna miss that trip and not be on that boat. Because yes, I do believe that the rapture will happen. Too many Christians, too many people, or even non-Christians have been getting dreams, and you can see the signs. But for me to have a dream like that, like it was like, bottom line, the enemy knows that he's even prepping the people who are not even saved. This was going to happen after the rapture, and it was in a contract. It was like you were signing up that you know you're going to be left behind. And I was like, shoot, I ain't signing this. I'm not signing it. And I told him I don't just sign anything. And the crazy thing about like, people were so hungry to get their contract, they was just signing. They was just signing. And I was like, I'm not signing nothing. Not after what I dealt with these attorneys. Let me see this paper. I'm reading. I'm like, this thing is mentioning the rapture, after the rapture, which you would be doing after the rapture. So what I get from that is, if you into this industry thing, don't sign these deals. Get out of it. Know Jesus. Know him very well. Accept him into your life today. Be saved. I ask the Lord all the time. I'm like, Lord, please, Lord Father, please forgive me for my sins. And Lord, if that trumpet sounds, please let me and Symphony be on that boat. Like, I'm not trying to miss it, y'all. I'm not trying to miss it. So that was one of my dreams. The other dream I had, now this right here was a very strange dream, y'all. This dream was of, I know my mother was there, and it was in church. And all these people were praying, and they were in a circle, and they were holding hands. This man came out of nowhere. Now remember, everybody's holding hands in this circle. They're holding hands and they're praying like they usually do. This man came out of nowhere and got inside of the circle. And he did something, like he knelt down, but he put his hand over his chest. Right next to him was, it looked like an angel. It was a golden angel, but it wasn't an angel. It looked like a tall gold statue. And so when he did whatever he did, the circle started flying in the air. Like, not even flying, they started going all the way up in the air. They started going all the way up in the air. And that huge gold statue looking thing was just standing. It didn't have any emotions with it, but it was so tall. It was just standing right next to this God, like as if it was right behind the God. The best way that I can describe this statue that just came to me, and maybe that's what it was. The best way that I can describe this statue is, remember that movie of the guy who came and he was with this tall looking, what was the name of that movie? They took it from back in the day, but the Keanu Reeves played in the movie when they remade it, and it was this tall looking robot that was just really still. That's what this thing looked like, but it didn't look like that, but it was gold. It was gold. Well, anyway, when they were praying and that guy got in that middle and he did something, they shot up, and in that statue looking thing was the power that was doing it. And so they were in the prayer circle, and they were going straight up, all the way up. Then all of a sudden, while they were in the air, that statue thing was in the air too. It just released them, and the people came down so fast that when I looked up, I said, oh my God, they're not going to survive this impact. And as soon as they hit the ground, bam, bodies were all over the place. They were dead, and my mother was in it too. And I remember crying, and I said, oh my God, I'm having to explain this to my sister. And I'm calling her like, no, you need to answer the phone because it went down with our mother. Like, I'm really, really crying. Then it switched, and I'm explaining this to the pastors of this church. But I noticed that there were no men pastors. These were mainly like women pastors, and they were looking like, oh really? And I'm telling them what that man did, how he went in that circle, and whatever he did, it caused the circle to go up, whatever entity he was using. And when I mean entity, whatever that thing was, at first I thought it was a gold angel, but it wasn't. This thing was like, it was still as a, that's the name of the movie, When the Earth Stood Still. That's what it reminded me of. This thing was so, it didn't have any emotion with it or anything. So anyway, I'm explaining to the people in the church, and these were supposed to be high officials like pastors, but I noticed these were women with robes, and they were looking like, really? And I told them, you know what, forget that. I'm going to sue y'all. You know, I'm ready to sue everybody. I'm like, I'm going to sue y'all because y'all knew that this man was doing this type of stuff in the church. So I woke up from that dream, and I realized it has something to do with the church. And it's crazy because my grandmother is a part of a thing called the Golden Circle, and it's about older women and men, and they do prayer and things like that. Where something happened in her church recently, where the pastor said before the congregation that him and his wife are getting a divorce, and they have 4 children, and the oldest is 8 years of age. But when I looked up this particular pastor, he used the founder. He has over 8,000 members, and he used that church to basically push on homosexuality, homosexual rights. He used that platform. So when maybe in my dream, it means that because of what he's doing, they will fall. They will fall. And it's in the church. But I remember specifically saying to the pastors or the deacons, whoever they were, that I was going to sue y'all because y'all knew what he was doing. Bottom line, a lot of church folk that are supposed to be saved and supposed to be saints see the evil that's going on in the church, and they're doing nothing of it, and innocent people are being hurt. So that's what I got out of that one. But that dream, it was just like, are you kidding me? It was just like, are you kidding me? Yeah, so those are my 2 recent dreams that I had. And so I know the first one, with the signing the contract and after the rapture. Y'all, the rapture is coming. The church need to get it together. And if, you know, it's sad because a lot of people are leaving the church because of what they're seeing in it, instead of getting rid of the root, which is the evil. So anyway, that's my video dealing with my two post rapture and rapture dreams, and also the corruption in church. So I'm gonna come back with another video, because we got to talk about this whole transgender ban that President Donald Trump had put, and also some other stuff I wanted to talk about. So until then, I will upload a video probably within the next 4 minutes after we discuss it. All right.